Hey, it's Coach Justin from Ultimate Baseball Training, and today we're going to be talking about two hitting drills that I guarantee every single one of you hitters out there have done before, but we're going to talk about a couple ways to make them more challenging in today's video, all right? That way, you can spice up practice a little bit, get out of the traditional routine, do something a little bit different, and continue to challenge yourself and continue to improve your skills. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So this first drill we're going to talk about is soft toss. Again, I'm sure every single one of you watching at home have done soft toss, whether it's, at practice or even in your basement or your backyard or your garage. And that's one of the things that I love about soft toss is you can get a lot of quality reps in. You can actually hit a moving baseball as opposed to, tee work is great as well, but with tee work, the ball is just sitting stationary, right? Soft toss, at least the ball is moving a little bit. You can get some sort of timing down. You can track the ball somewhat, right, and get a lot of reps in a very short amount of time, and you don't have to actually burn through, dad's arm when he's throwing you bucket after bucket after bucket. So soft toss, if you're not doing it, it's great to add to your routine, but I'm sure most of you guys are. And how can we make soft toss better? Well, that is, we can incorporate two baseballs instead of just one baseball. All right, now the way that we're going to do this is if you just have regular baseballs, which I'm sure a lot of you guys do, right? Just go pick up a bucket of balls. And if you don't want to manipulate these baseballs in any way, you want to keep them, nice pearls, that's totally fine. I'm cool with that. But what you're going to have your partner do, okay, whether it's dad or a coach or a friend, a teammate, whatever, is they're going to actually hold both baseballs on top of each other like this in their feeding hand, okay? So traditionally, if I were to put the bat down traditionally, they would obviously be on a knee, right? They'd be down here like this, and they would go back, and obviously they're just holding one hand. They'd go back and forward and toss, okay? That's traditionally the way that it's done. With the two baseballs, what they're gonna do is they're gonna hold them on top of each other, not sideways like this, but one on top of the other. And it's gonna take a little bit of practice on their end to get the spacing right and everything, but all they're gonna do is they're gonna go back and through, just like traditional soft toss, but when they release the ball, not as they go back, but once they actually are in the motion of releasing the baseballs, they're gonna say top or bottom, okay? And so again, it's gonna take a little bit of time for them to understand or to figure out, how to get the correct spacing, right? Because ideally, when the balls are thrown, you want a little bit, 6 inches or so of difference between the two, but they should just kind of float. Both of them should float in just like this. And they say top or bottom, and your job as a hitter is to decipher, okay, what did I just hear? Okay, number one. And then two, you've got to make an adjustment on the fly, and you've got to truly watch the baseball, and then you've got to hit the correct ball. So it's really going to help you with your vision and your hand-eye coordination, and just making adjustments, right? It's kind of can simulate, you're sitting on a fastball, and then all of a sudden it's a changeup, it's a curveball or something like that. You have to adjust as a hitter. This is a great way to work on adjusting and also your hand-eye coordination. A way that you can do soft toss instead of just with two baseballs, another variation is you can actually spray paint baseballs, or you can put you can get like a red Sharpie and a blue Sharpie, and you can put red and blue dots on the baseball, whatever you want to do. And in that case, instead of saying top or bottom when they throw the ball, they would just say red or blue. So get a couple baseballs that you are fine with painting or whatever, and I'm telling you, it's really, really going to take your vision and your hand-eye coordination to the next level. So try it out. Let me know what you think. And then the second drill that every single hitter out there, I guarantee you've done this one before, it's tee work, right? Revolutionary. I'm sure you've been doing tee work ever since you began playing this game, right? But I think that a common problem that this drill is going to help avoid is typically when hitters are doing tee work, right? It's just kind of the nature of, playing baseball. You get used to doing so much tee work, and you get used to doing it before games and during practice and everything. And what you traditionally do is you just set up the tee just like this, about belt high, right? And then you're trying to warm up, and you're trying to hit the ball hard, right? You don't really feel like challenging yourself and looking stupid with tee work. And so you put it belt high right in the middle of the plate, and you work on crushing this pitch. And that's awesome. In fact, you should work on crushing this pitch, because if you can't hit a fastball that's belt high over the middle of the plate, you need to work on that first, because to be a good hitter, you got to be able to crush that pitch, right? But the problem is hitters don't move the tee around enough. They don't work on hitting the ball in different contact points, and they don't work on spraying the ball all over the field. There's a lot of green grass out there, right? Too many times hitters are strictly, on the pull side of the field, or they're strictly hitting the ball to the opposite way. And you need to be able to hit the ball and spray it anywhere. If he throws you in, if the pitcher, the pitcher is the one that dictates where you're gonna hit the ball. So if he throws you inside, you should be able to turn on that ball and pull it. If he throws the ball away, you should be able to hit it away, right? And if he throws it over the middle of the plate, you should try to stay gap to gap in the middle of the field, all right? But what is the drill? Because traditional tee work, I like tee work. Again, it's kind of like soft toss. You can get a lot of reps in a very short amount of time. Tee work's great because you don't need a partner. You can do it, in your basement or your backyard, your garage, whatever. So I highly recommend tee work, but one way to make it better is play what I like to call around the world, okay? So you've probably played around the world on a basketball court with your friends, right? Where, you're shooting from, let's say, around the three-point line, different areas of the three-point line. Well, it's the same thing that we're gonna do here, okay? So ideally, this works best if you're at an open field. You can do it in a cage. It's kind of tough in a net, but at an open field like this is absolutely perfect. What you're gonna do is you're gonna position the tee for an outside pitch. So remember, on an outside pitch, we're gonna let that ball travel a little bit deeper. In reality, we're still gonna hit it out in front of the plate, but we're gonna let it travel a little bit deeper. But this is the first contact point we're gonna work on. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna play around the world. We're gonna try to go foul pole to foul pole and get as many solid hits where we're actually trying to hit the ball. We're gonna try to do that as often as we can. We're gonna try to get a streak going, okay? So this first pitch, what I'm gonna try to do with this pitch, I'm gonna align, you can either change the location of the tee or you can just change the alignment of your body, right? But this first pitch for a right-handed hitter, you're gonna send it down the right field line and you're gonna try to keep it fair, okay? So right down that right field line. So obviously we're gonna have to let that ball travel, okay? We're gonna have to hit it back here like this, okay? So continue to drive through the ball, continue to gain ground with your top hand, try to keep it fair. First one down the right field line. The next one you're gonna hit at the right fielder. So you're gonna have to position yourself a little bit differently. The contact point's gonna be slightly different. Hit it at the right fielder. The next one, right center. The next one, center field, then left center, then the left fielder, and finally down the left field line. So try to go across the field like this and try to go back and make it a challenge of, if you can get all the way across the field and all the way back, see how many times in a row you can do that before, you're trying to hit it down the right field line and then you kind of get on top of it and hit a roll over to the shortstop. Challenge yourself and try to see how far you can take your streak. All right, so this is a great way to spice up your traditional, just regular old tee work. It's a way to challenge yourself, and it's a great way to work on, hitting different contact points. You can also vary the tee up and down in the strike zone. I think you should do that. You could go across one time with bell-tied pitches and then go across one time with low pitches in every area of the strike zone, and then high pitches, right? But this is a great way to spice up your practice and continue to challenge yourself and actually do something in practice that translates to a real game, all right? So I hope this video has been helpful. If you're gonna try out these drills, let me know by hitting that like button, all right? I really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel. That way you never miss upcoming videos that we're releasing, so turn your notifications on as well. And last thing, all right, if you've not done so, this is important. If you haven't done this, go in the comment section, you'll see a pinned comment there. You'll see a little link, all right? Click on that link and go watch the free on-demand hitting training that I put together for you. It's gonna provide you some clarity on when you go to the field, exactly what you need to work on to take your hitting to that next level, and it's 100% free. So go ahead and watch that right now. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you next time.